AITA for bribing my son to come live with me? While this feels like a scumbag, sleazy way to go about things, I do not know what else to do. I was not a good parent when my son was young. I didn't know he existed until he was like 6, and by that point I felt it was too late to try and integrate myself into the family dynamic. So I just paid child support for the years I'd missed and the coming years, and largely ignored him. Again, I know this was ridiculously scummy, and I'm not trying to excuse that. When he was 11, his mother got married, and for some reason this prompted my son to reach out to me and complain about my lack of presence. I had no excuse for my behavior, and hearing his anger knocked some sense into me. After that day, I've been involved in his life. He comes to me whenever he feels like it. This actually reasonably often, and so I gave him a kind of taxi account so he can use my money to get a cab to me anytime he wants. He started doing this pretty frequently, and even staying the night. I am considering offering him a driver, but I feel like this would be extremely forward. He's 14 now, and he talks to me often about his mother, stepfather, and step-siblings. At first it seemed extremely sweet, and I was glad he was part of a functional family, but innocuous statements started piling up. He does most of the chores, his step-siblings order him around, his mom has grown distant. I feel this is partly my fault. He looks a lot like me. And his stepdad treats him worse than the other kids. Despite this, he doesn't want to upset his mom by complaining and is okay with just sucking it up. At this point, he is comfortable staying with me, but doesn't stay overnight often, because he doesn't want to get through awkward conversations with his mom. So I had the idea of making my house more appealing to him. He said he always wanted the top bunk, so I got him bunk beds so he can do so, and got him a few games, decorated his room, helped him buy Zoom stuff, etc. It didn't start off as bribery, but in hindsight that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm bribing my son to come live with me. This got the attention of his mother, and therefore tonight I and his mother got into a large fight over this bribery, and she accused me of exploiting our son. I accused her of neglecting him, and she told me that was rich, which fair, and she called me a rich and pompous asshole who was trying to steal her son. AITA? I know I'm not the best father, but I think in this case, bribery could be helpful for his well-being.